thought they were saying something.
I'd like to call the meeting to order. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mayor DiMaria is absent with notice. Can I get a motion to appoint a trustee to serve as president pro tem for tonight's meeting?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to appoint trustee Whitco as president pro tem for this evening.
I'll second that.
Trustee Khan is also absent with notice. Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
Trustee Thill? Here. Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Whitco?
Aye.
The motion passed 5-0.
Okay, thank you. Can we take roll call?
Trustee Khan is absent with notice. Trustee Minks?
Here.
Trustee Sheba?
Here.
Trustee Thill?
Here.
Trustee Travis?
Here.
Trustee Whitco?
Here. Thank you. Can I get approval of minutes from the regular meeting of October 22nd?
I'll make the motion to approve the regular meeting minutes of October 22nd, 2024.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Mink, seconded by trustee Sheba. Please call for the vote. Oh, it's a voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. There are no special reports, no public hearings, nothing from the Plan Commission. Residents' comments on agenda items only. Does anybody have anything about the agenda they'd like to speak about? Okay, thank you. President's report. I'm going to ask Chief Simo to come up to the podium to present the Civilian Award of Merit to a Good Samaritan who saved someone's life last month.
Wow.
I'm going to go with them.
Yeah.
Well, good evening, everyone. We're here tonight to present the Civilian Award of Merit to Mr. Michael Landy of Skokie, Illinois. With me also is Officer Dan Dom, who was the first officer on the scene of this train versus car crash that occurred on October 24th. So I'll read the citation. This is to Michael Landy of Skokie, Illinois. On October 24th, 2024, the Morton Grove Police Department received a call for a reckless driver in the area of Oakton Street and River Drive. As officers responded, the suspect vehicle collided with a parked car and then drove onto the Metro train tracks, where it became disabled. At that moment, a southbound train was rapidly approaching and the situation became perilous. Fortunately, Michael Landy was in the vicinity and witnessed the incident. Without hesitation, he took immediate action, approaching the disabled vehicle and pulling the sole occupant to safety away from the tracks. Moments later, the vehicle was struck by the oncoming train and catastrophically impacted. Michael Landy's swift and courageous response undoubtedly prevented a tragic fatality. His actions exemplify the highest standards of bravery and community spirit, and the Morton Grove Police Department is honored to present him with the Citizen Award of Merit in recognition of his heroic efforts. So, Mr. Landy, first of all, we're glad you're okay. We wanted to let you know we certainly admire what you did, and it took some courage to do that, and there's a lot of people that would not have, but you did, and this gentleman's alive today because of what you did. So I appreciate it. Here's our certificate for you, and here is a copy of the citation. So thank you so much.
We have one more thing. One sec, we have one more thing for you, because this is so incredibly heroic. So you're a resident of Skokie, but you're an honorary resident of Morton Grove, and you have a key to the city. Wow. And in my 12 years of serving, this is probably the second time I've seen that given out. So congratulations to you. Thank you so much, and it's an honor to be here.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Just an update on Metra. The work continues on the new Metra station. As the winter months approach, the village is investigating options to provide support for Kiss and Ride patrons. Please check our website and social media to be aware of any changes. And to stay up to date with village events, sign up for e-news and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. That is all for me. Clerk's report?
No report, Your Honor.
Thank you. Staff report? Chuck?
No report, Your Honor.
Okay, Corporation Counsel? No report. All right, reports by trustees. This evening, Trustee Khan was going to read in the budget ordinances, but I'm going to pass it over to Chuck Meyer.
Absolutely. Thank you, President Pro Tem. I'm presenting tonight ordinances 2421 for first reading, which is an ordinance adopting the budgets for all corporate purposes of the Village of Morton Grove and the Morton Grove Library, Cook County, Illinois, for the calendar year effective January 1st, 2025 and ending December 31st, 2025, and also for first reading ordinance 2422, which is our ordinance levying and assessing taxes for the Village of Morton Grove, Cook County, Illinois, for 2024 to be collected in the fiscal year beginning January 1st, 2025 and ending December 31st, 2025. So in presenting these, this is something that the staff has been working on since July of this year. The budget was what we called our managed budget, and I know we had a full presentation last month, so I'll just briefly go over that. Our budget has been available online and in person for some time, so if the public hasn't had a chance, it is available on our website, or if you would like a hard copy to review, we have one upstairs in the administrator's office. So we started in July and led by Hannah Sullivan, our finance director, and all of our departments reviewing the aspects of the budget. And while there's several items that occurred in, some highlights I wanted to share with the public. The budget this year, the total budget is $79 million, which is about 5.5% decrease from the year prior. A lot of that is just projects changing over, but it is a decrease over last year's budget. What we tried to guide ourselves and some highlights for the budget was what we'd say progressive enhancements. Those would be bond rate stabilization, things that help us in the long term of maintaining our financial reserves, continuing the pension contributions to ensure that we stay up to date on those, while also addressing a lot of the needs of the residents, resurfacing streets, water main replacements, and sewer lining projects, along with the continuation of Austin Street reconstruction, the Oakton Street path, maintenance of public facilities, along with a systematic replacement of some operational equipment, such as the fire ambulance, police squad cars, some street maintenance vehicles, along with IT security enhancements. So that is just a very brief overview of the budget, along with our levy that will support that. And with that, I'm happy to answer any questions. And the second reading of this would be at the November 26th meeting, 2024.
Can I make a
questions?
comment? You had said that the budget is upstairs if somebody wants it, but they're not allowed to take it. They can look at it upstairs.
You're absolutely right. They can look at it upstairs and return it. We have, they're able to look at it at their leisure, but they would need to return it, yes.
They can't take it out of the building.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else? Okay. That's it, okay. Thank you, Chuck. Trustee Minks?
Thank you, Your Honor. This evening, I have two resolutions. The first resolution is authorizing a collective bargaining agreement between the Village of Morton Grove and the International Association of Firefighters, Local 2178, for the year January 1, 2024 through December 31st, 2026. The purpose of this resolution is to approve a 3-year collective bargaining agreement between the village and its firefighters, paramedics, and lieutenants. A little bit of background. The International Association of Firefighters Association, Local 2178, is the exclusive representative of sworn positions in the fire department at and below the rank of lieutenant in the Morton Grove Fire Department. The village and the association have routinely negotiated numerous collective bargaining agreements. The most recent contract expired on December 31st, 2023. In an effort to reach a settlement with the use of interest arbitration, the village and the association, the local association, have negotiated a new 3-year agreement for the period from January 1, 2024 through December 31st, 2026. And notable changes to the contract include compensation has been increased to reflect the competitive market for attracting and retaining qualified and dedicated personnel. I move that we approve Resolution 2464 as presented.
Second.
Okay, motion made by trustee Mink, seconded by trustee Thill. Any questions or concerns? Hearing none, please call for the vote.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Whitko?
Aye.
Resolution 24-64 passes 5-0, Your Honor.
Okay, and then my second resolution this evening is 2465, and this is authorizing the purchase of one Stryker MTS Power Load Powered Cot Fastener System. And the purpose of this is to authorize the village administrator or the fire chief to execute a contract with Stryker Medical of Chicago, Illinois, for the purchase of one new Power Load Powered Cot Fastener. The purchase of this equipment is necessary in order to continue to provide excellent and reliable services to the community while also increasing the safe handling and movement of patients. These devices function in this role thousands of times every year, and as with anything mechanical that involves moving parts, guide rails, and support mechanism, parts deteriorate and wear out. This situation has occurred with Ambulance 5 and is starting to impact the others as well, despite the fact that maintenance is performed on the units annually and/or as needed. The department strongly believes that this is not a defect in the product, but a condition where the length of time that something stays in good, proper functioning condition is up. The Stryker Power Load Power Cot Fastener, working in concert with the Stryker Powered Cot, has served the department very well. Stryker is the sole source provider of this device, and this purchase is essential in maintaining the safety and compatibility with our ambulances, as well as our mutual aid partners who all utilize the same device. I move that we approve Resolution 2465 as presented.
Second?
Motion made by trustee Mink, seconded by trustee Travis. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, please call for the vote.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
Trustee Thill?
Aye.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Whitko?
Aye.
Trustee Minks?
Aye,
Resolution 24-65 passes 5-0, Your Honor.
and that is the end of my report.
Thank you. Trustee Sheba?
Nothing official, Madam President Pro Temp, but I do have a comment. 2024 Pumpkin Smash. Earlier this month, the village held its annual Pumpkin Smash event. We surpassed our totals from last year with a total of 4.07 tons of pumpkins were disposed of this year. Thank you all to the residents who joined in for this event. That is all.
Thank you. Trustee Thill?
No official report, but I have a comment to make. This board and this village has constantly said leaf piles are for leaves. And I got stopped on the street one day this past week. Somebody was a little disturbed because they got a letter from the village about their pile that had their garden stuff on there. And he was quite perturbed about that. And I turned to him and I said, "Do you have something in that pile that doesn't belong there?" That was the end of the conversation. So I want to thank the Public Works for coming up with the idea, and I think next year it'll even be more successful. Thank you. End of my comment.
Thank you. Trustee Travis?
Thank you. There are still winter planters available for adoption, so if you're interested, please visit the village's website to secure your planter today. Thank you.
All right, and I have no official report. Is there any other business? Okay, presentation of warrants. Trustee Travis?
Yes, tonight's warrants total $401,795.71. I move that we accept the warrants as presented.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Travis, seconded by trustee Minks. Please call for the vote.
Trustee Thill?
That's my kind of warrant list. Aye. Accept.
Trustee Travis?
Aye.
Trustee Whitko?
Aye.
Trustee Minks?
Aye.
Trustee Sheba?
Aye.
The warrants pass as presented, 5-0, Your Honor.
Okay, residents' comments? Anybody want to come up and speak? Okay. No, hearing none, we're good? Okay, thank you. Then we are going to adjourn at 7:15. Oh, I'm sorry, motion to adjourn. Sorry.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made by trustee Mink, seconded by trustee Sheba. Now it's official. We
All
are
in
adjourned.
favor?
It's all in favor.
Aye.
Motion, or we're adjourned at 7.